You're going into the second leg now. Obviously, it's done and dusted, but just reflecting on, you would have worked with your staff and your players since the Monday night. What's been the reaction?
Oh, we've got to be positive, haven't we? We know we've given ourselves a big task to do away at home with the informed team in the league, but we're positive. We feel we're putting a plan together. We've got to be mindful though, you can't rush it. As long as there's, I spoke to a manager after the game and he says as long as there's time on the board and you're in the game, use it. He says don't go gun-ho from the start. So we've got to be wise with how we're doing it and when we choose our moments in the game. But we're positive, we're really positive. The players that have been positive, I said to him straight away afterwards, if it doesn't work out, we can all be, 10 o'clock at night on Friday and Saturday, we can all moan and mope about what could have been, but we'll be positive going into the game.
Obviously through Doncaster's form you would have started the outsiders on Monday, but you're even the bigger outsiders now because they've got a 2-goal advantage. Can you make that work in your favour? Yeah,
we hope so. We believe the players with what the situation is can be a little bit more risk-taking higher up the pitch. That's what we're going to need. You need to take more risks when you're in and around the opposition's box. Reflection on the game, we had opportunities at the start of the game, we've already had a chance where their defender did really well, if I'm honest, to be able to stop the 2v1. Did really well with that, and then we just lost our way a little bit after the first goal. Again, really young team, players on the pitch that probably shouldn't be on the pitch, but it's individual errors that have cost us them goals. If we can cut that out and play somewhere to our potential and take some more risks higher up the pitch, we can make it an entertaining game.
I mean, achieved a terrific finish, over the scheduled season to get yourselves in the playoffs. You always knew that it's going to be a two-legged tie. Again, you've got a chance of making that happen and you've got to try and take advantage of it in the second game.
Yeah, absolutely, and that's why they're two-legged games, aren't they? Regardless of the scoreline, excuse me, from the first game, we'll go there looking to score goals. I know it's been difficult for us recently to score goals, but with the risk that we want the players to take, we hope that opens up avenues. I expect them to be professional and take the time with things at the start of the game, particularly goal kicks, etc. So we've got to be mindful of that and be disciplined with that, and hopefully the referee does the right thing in terms of adding time on and etc. with all that. But away from home, we've looked more solid than we have at home because we're all obviously trying to be a bit more expansive at home. But it's a real test for us and something we're willing to take on. 90 minutes of football. Showing the players, we've done it numerous times this season. I think we've gathered the most points from losing positions throughout the season in the league. Most clean sheets since 2024. So lots of positives to gain on and draw on and use for the players to hopefully fuel them going into the game.
Having faced Doncaster only a few days ago, and this is all new to you and your management team, the playoffs second leg. What did you try and do? Did you try and find something that might just surprise the opposition that when you kick off with your team selection, your tactics or whatever?
Look, I don't think there'll be any surprises from either team. I think both sets of staff are well educated enough and good enough to be able to counteract the what ifs. We've just got to show more belief in the final third. Like I say, individual errors need to be cut out and show some more belief and risk taking in the final third, because we've got the quality. We'll have the quality on the pitch. We've got people on the pitch that will be able to produce moments of magic, and we need more of that than not.
Obviously it is advantage Doncaster, nobody can turn away from that, but of course you've done that away from home. You've had some terrific performances away from home. You've got to draw on that as well, and you've got to instill that into your players to have that belief.
Absolutely, we've had so many good days throughout the season, more good days than bad days throughout the season, and that's got to be what the players have got to look at. The performances we've been able to put on when we've needed to. Stockport away, Barrow away. These are performances when we needed to win games. And they've got to draw on that, and they've got to remember the emotion that they had to put into that game and what the emotion was like afterwards, because if we do get it something like, it could be a good evening.
Everything to gain, nothing to lose.
Absolutely. Like I say, we've got to be mindful. we want the time on the board with something to play for, so we've got to be mindful in that respect, but nothing for us to really lose now. I said that to the players, so you've got to go on there with a lot of freedom, spend yourself, really put everything into the game, because we'll have people ready to come on to hopefully do as well as what they're doing. You
mentioned it's been difficult to get some goals, but that first goal on Friday night is really crucial. It's really got to go your way.
Yeah, and there's no beating about it. That's what we want. We the next goal in the tie could be crucial. So hopefully it's us. Hopefully we start the game well enough to be able to do that. Everyone in an ideal world would like a goal in the first 20 minutes, but if it doesn't happen, we'll keep probing, we'll keep coming up with solutions to how we can affect the game going forward more, because it's quite obvious, we need to score goals, don't we? But again, being mindful and respectful of the opposition.
We all know that the playoffs can bring heartbreak or happiness, of course, there's no doubt about that, but what you will hope is you can extend what has been a terrific season.
Yeah, we're desperate to. I keep saying it, I think it's been a really positive season, working with an exceptional group of people, staff included, who've really worked hard to get us in this position, and what we don't want to do is walk off the pitch, limping off, really not had a go, so we'll go and have a go, and I think Doncaster will know that and be respectful of that, but like I say, it's about more risk taking out of the pitch, more goal mouth involvements, because it's sort of finished in the first leg in terms of goal mouth involvements after their goal, because I thought we were excellent for the first part of the game, but if we can replicate that first 34 minutes for a longer period of time, it could be an interesting night.
Yeah, just one final point. You just want that one season's performance of the whole campaign to come right on Friday, because once again you've got another terrific away following.
Yeah, and again, you say it, and I'm not doing it for any, but the away fans, home fans, I thought they were excellent the other night. The away following's been really good, and I think that's down to the players being able to encourage more fans to go to away games because of the expectation to win more. So they've been terrific. The fans really good. I believe they'll probably sell out their stadium. So we're in for a good night. Decent stadium, good pitch, packed atmosphere. And let's make it a tense night for them.